best time to hike in New Zealand, I would say, would be through October to April. So anywhere from spring going through summer and then the beginning of autumn. We have 4 distinct seasons here in New Zealand, and they all have different amazing things to offer, with the snow-capped mountains during the winter and the abundance in spring, the long idyllic summers, and the changing colours in autumn. So New Zealand doesn't have a dry season or a wet season as such. We follow a maritime sort of weather system, which means that the weather here can be very unpredictable as well. So I would say definitely always pack your raincoat. There's so many great day hikes in New Zealand, but I would highly recommend, if you're in the North Island, the Tongariro Crossing is known as the finest day walk, and it will take you a good solid day, being 19.5 kilometres or 12 miles long. And you want to stop and be able to take photos and really soak up that beautiful scenery as you walk through the bushline and then up into the alpine territory. The best day hikes I could recommend if you're travelling through the South Island, one of them being the Hooker Valley, so that's in Aoraki Mount Cook National Park. And Aoraki Mount Cook is our largest mountain in New Zealand, and it's breathtaking, even just driving into the national park there. The Hooker Valley actually runs for about 5 kilometres in, so it's a return trail, 10 kilometres if you do the full loop, 6.3 miles. And that heads up through the valley and sits underneath Mount Cook, so you can get a nice look at him. At the end you've got the Hooker Lake as well, and that has icebergs floating in it. If you're brave enough in the summer and you need a cool down, you'll be sure to cool down pretty fast in that lake. And if you're looking for something a bit more challenging and a bit of a climb, I would highly recommend heading over to the Routeburn Trail up to through Key Summit, which is overlooking the Hollyford Valley, and it's beautiful. So we've got 10 great walks of New Zealand, both throughout the North Island and the South Island. The best great walk, I would say, would be the Milford Track. A lot of people travel from all over the world just to come to book and hike the Milford Trail. And it's just beautiful through there. You get to go from low bushline through all the fern trees and the big beech trees, and then up through the subalpine sort of area. We've got little shrubs, and then all the way up into close to the snow-capped mountains, and then back down through, spotting numerous amounts of waterfalls along the way. So you've got the Fiordland National Park and all the other well-known national parks, but I guess one that kind of just sits under the radar a little bit but is also truly magnificent is the Nelson Lakes National Park. There's a great multi-day hike there up to Lake Angeles Hut, and that follows Roberts Ridge all the way along to about 1,650 metres above sea level, and from there you get a stunning view. On a good day you can see all the way out to the east coast and the west coast, and see almost that main divide of New Zealand, how it changes so dramatically from the wetter side of New Zealand to the drier climate area. The options are endless for things to do whilst you're here on holiday in New Zealand. You're more likely to not be able to fit them all in, I'd say. You could be hiking down through a valley by morning and then overlooking it by helicopter in the afternoon. I love going up to Kaikoura and swimming with the dusky dolphins up there. That's a true magnificent experience. You can go out kayaking in the Abel Tasman National Park, through Queen Charlotte Sound. If you're a nature or wildlife lover, there's plenty of bird life and beautiful bird song to listen to whilst you're out in the hikes. Or if you're looking for a great adventure, you can go through glowworm caves, you can go jet boating, rafting, canyoning. If you're looking for something a bit more relaxed and just to wind down, there's plenty of different vineyards. You can have wine tastings and beautiful fine foods at. If you're planning a trip to hike in New Zealand, I'd highly recommend talking to someone who has either experience traveling through here and done some hiking over in this area to get a bit more in-depth advice about what to pack and bring and things like that. I'd also highly recommend doing some training and just getting your fitness up to scratch so you can get the most out of your holiday and actually enjoy it thoroughly as well. We've got Jodie here on our New Zealand Trails team, and she's been hiking since she was a young tot, so she's got plenty of great advice and tips to help you out if you have any questions. I would recommend booking your tour with us here at New Zealand Trails. You'll get a true authentic Kiwi experience, I reckon. Our guide team are amazing, so much fun and vibrant, and they'll be out to make sure you have a great time. Also the passion and love for the country that the guides can offer and showcase to you, giving you stories of nature and history, but also just their own experience growing up in their backyard and having a play. The great thing about booking your trip through New Zealand Trails is we sort out everything from your transport to your accommodation, so there's a couple of things that you don't have to think about and we'll just take care of it for you. The beauty of hiking out in New Zealand is you could be out in the most remote valley by the morning and then zoomed around by a jet boat by afternoon, and then have a shower, get changed, and rock on down to a nice classy restaurant by evening.